Spokane, Washington, AP. Utah coach Lynn Roberts said her team experienced a series of racial hate crimes after arriving at its first NCAA tournament hotel and was forced to change accommodations during the event for safety concerns. Roberts revealed what happened after Utah lost to Gonzaga in the second round of the NCAAs on Monday night. Roberts didn't go into detail but said there were several incidents that happened Thursday night after the team arrived in the Spokane, Washington, area for the tournament, and they were disturbing to the traveling party to the point there were concerns about safety. Utah was staying about 30 miles away in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and was relocated to a different hotel on Friday. We had several instances of some kind of racial hate crimes toward our program, and it was incredibly upsetting for all of us, Roberts said. In our world, in athletics and in university settings, it's shocking. There's so much diversity on a college campus, and so you're just not exposed to that very often. Tony Stewart, an official with the Kootenai County Task Force on Human Relations, said Tuesday that two teams were walking from the hotel to a restaurant when a truck with a Confederate flag drove up. The driver began using racist language, including the N-word. After the teams left the restaurant, the same driver returned, now reinforced by others, Stewart said, and they revved their engines and again yelled at the players. Stewart did not identify the second team. In addition to Utah, South Dakota State and UC Irvine stayed in Idaho. South Dakota State, however, was in Post Falls, just west of Coeur d'Alene and on the Idaho-Washington border. We all just were in shock, and we looked at each other like, did we just hear that? Everybody was in shock. Our cheerleaders, our students that were in that area that heard it clearly were just frozen, Utah Deputy Athletic Director Sharmel Green, who is black, told KSL.com. Coeur d'Alene Police Chief Lee White said about 100 people were around the area that night, but investigators still need to interview those affected. He said there are two state charges that could be enforced, malicious harassment and disorderly conduct, if someone is arrested. White also said he was working with the FBI. Until we get all the facts and the investigation is complete, what charges might actually be brought against the perpetrators is yet to be determined, White said. Idaho Governor Brad Little issued a statement that read, in part, "There is no place for racism, hate, or bigotry in the great state of Idaho. We condemn bullies who seek to harass and silence others." Utah, South Dakota State and UC Irvine were staying at hotels in Idaho, even with Gonzaga as the host school, because of a lack of hotel space in the Spokane area.